Hello everyone, welcome to the Angelictarot shop and weekly reading. This weekly reading, I'm going to actually make it a little special since it is full moon coming up. So we are going to do a special reading. I'm going to pull from different oracles and then we're going to jump right into the reading. So I have some new decks that I got this week and I'm very excited to share with you guys. So I'm going to start with the Botanical Inspirations Oracle. I'm going to start with this one first as an opening message. And we're praying to God and the angels and the beautiful goddess energy to help us see clearly this week for the weekly reading. What messages they want us to see this week for our weekly. What messages they want us to be able to get this week as we have a full moon tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow, right? Full moon tomorrow. I believe it's in, I don't know what sign it is. I'm really bad with the signs and keeping up, but I know we have the full moon coming up. So let's see what we have here. So this one is jumping and it's Amaryllis. And it says, determination, creative achievement. You can't use up your creativity. The more you use, the more you have. So this week and in this full moon energy, definitely we need to move forward with our creativity, with what we want to move, do or manifest. It's going to be important to do that. And I feel the energy of this card is about, there's so many things that you may want to do, and that happens a lot to me, and it's just taking the time to do it and taking the time to, the more you are able to let your creativity flow, the more you are going to be successful and the more it will come up and the more it's going to come to you. So that's the first message here of this full moon energy. I'm going to pull from my Zodiac Oracle, which is another one that just came in this week. This is the Barbary Zodiac Oracle, and I'm very excited to pull from this deck. It is a mixture of elements and planets and zodiac signs. So let's see what message we've got here for this week. Ooh, that one just flew out. It flew out and I gotta pick it up. And I am so sorry about the noise of the chair. And we have Uranus. And it's number 20. Or Uranus. I hope I pronounced that right. Okay, so let's read what it says on the book. And it says, I know this planet's a little bit, it says, Uranus is associated with the primal Greek sky god of the same name. Brings up some powerful human needs such as the desire for freedom and individuality, as well as push toward a larger vision, which is kind of really nicely blending in with the first card I pulled of the Amaryllis card, and it's showing that there's a larger vision at play and humanitarian service. Okay, it says big thoughts, big insights, and big changes are represented by this planet. So there's some big insight coming this week to all of us, and also some big visions as well. So, things are going to be clearing up for a lot of us this week. Things that we've been really trying to figure out, that we've been trying to understand, that we've been trying to really get a sense of, we're going to get some clarity with and get some guidance with, is what I'm seeing with this, okay? And then I'm also going to be pulling from the Witchery Oracle, which is a stunning deck. It is Lenormand, but it has a little twist to it. It has different cards in it. So we're going to pull from here and let me go ahead and shuffle the cards. This one jumped out and it is the Horseshoe. This is resources, money, and wit. And this is actually the fish card. So this is talking about money being important in this full moon energy. Money is going to be important. Resources is going to be important as well. So there may be some important information coming with that. It can also represent the energy of like a little bit of restless energy, a little bit of anxiety may come up during this full moon. is what I'm seeing with this. So that is also a card in the messages that we're getting. But money is definitely going to be coming up in this full moon, and maybe you're going to get clarity with something around this full moon. Okay, so let's pull a card here from this deck here. This is a beautiful deck. It's called the Angel Chatter Oracle card. I'm going to see which angel will be the best angel to work with this week. And I've got this one jumping, and it's Archangel Michael, which is my favorite, one of my favorite angels. Embrace, welcome all aspects of your glorious, radiant, and loving self. So embrace. And he wants you to embrace what's coming this week. He wants you to really open your arms to the messages that we're going to receive this week, and the guidance that we're going to be receiving this week. It's going to be very important. Okay. And then I'm going to do the weekly reading now. And I'm going to do it with a beautiful deck. It is a beautiful deck that I got. It's called the Mystical Tarot. Oh, here we go. I was just looking for the spread that I use. Okay, so let's shuffle the cards and see what we've got for this week with this full moon energy coming up here. Been feeling a little bit drained myself, so the moon has really been heavy energy. I feel a lot of like draining energy. I've been feeling all day the draining energy of the full moon. I feel it already. So, and also Mercury retrograde starting up. So it's like a mixture. I'm going to be offering a spread on my website, so I will be putting the link here shortly on it. It's a Mercury retrograde spread in case you're interested in gaining more information on the Mercury retrograde and what's going to happen for you in specific. Okay. So we are shuffling the cards here and see what we have. Okay, so the first card we have is General Energies of the Week, and I have the Star. And the Star is all about healing, it's all about hope, it's all about optimism. What a beautiful way to start the reading. So it's showing that this week you're going to have some healing energy coming in and some sort of good news coming in this full moon. So this full moon is going to be a moon of, and this week in general, I feel is going to be a week of a lot of healing, and the star energy to me represents a lot of good news coming to you very, very soon. Okay, so that's good. Some good news is coming to you. So if you're waiting to hear on something, person, a situation, this week there may be some good news coming, and it could be something legal because Archangel Michael is coming up here. It could also be something with balance or equilibrium. There's some good energy coming in with that. Hidden information. I have the Four of Pentacles. So this card talks a lot about money. It talks a lot about money, and it talks a lot about the energy of a need to be careful with something or someone keeping information from you. There may be someone keeping information or holding on to something, not wanting to share something that's important. So there may be something of that energy coming up is what we're seeing with this here. Okay, so we definitely are picking that up, if you will. Okay, Four of Pentacles. So be careful with someone that may try to keep something from you or is not wanting to share something important. Obstacles for this week is the Eight of Swords, and it may be a need to let go of fear and let go of a resistance with a situation or a person. The Eight of Swords can represent a bit of restriction, a bit of, it is a card that talks a lot about feeling like you have no way out when in reality is not as bad as you think it is. So there may be a feeling of entrapment this week in a situation, but the Star came up. So an Archangel Michael came up, and we have all this beautiful guidance here. And I feel that whatever the issue may be, it's going to be fine. It's just trying to get out of that illusion. Okay. And then resolution of the week I have is the Page of Swords. And this card shows the resolution of the week is a need to be careful with someone that's trying to kind of like, I'm getting the word like intercept or like spy or be vigilant on you or trying to observe you and trying to see things. May not have the best intentions. But at the same time, I also feel this card being maybe you needing to be more vigilant or careful with someone and trying to be careful with this person or situation that's trying to hold things back or isn't trying to be helpful. Okay? All right. And then I'm going to end the reading with, let's see which decks. We have so many of them here in the desk. I'm going to pull a crystal and we're going to end with that for this week. Which crystal can we work with? And I've got the rose quartz. I love rose quartz. One of my favorite crystals. It says innocence, daydream, intuition, and knowing. So paying attention to your intuition and that knowing of a situation, you know the facts beforehand. I feel like you know what's coming. So it's important to pay attention to that. It talks a lot about daydreaming too, and maybe a vision that you may get, okay? So rose quartz is going to be important for this week as a crystal and the moon energy and the Mercury retrograde that we're just commencing here. So that's what we're picking up here for you this week. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I'm going to pull now one last card, and it's from my angel deck. Another angel deck. I have a lot of angel decks. Another angel deck. Let's see. This one is kind of drawing my attention. Oh, I love it. There's nothing to worry about. You're safe and the situation is under the perfect control of divine providence and universal order. Only infuse loving thoughts and emotions in these situations to ensure that the highest possible outcome flows effortlessly to and through you. So if there's something that you're worried about, don't worry. It's going to be okay. It's all going to work itself out. And I do feel some sort of like mentor or advice that's coming with that situation. So remain open to that advice. I'm getting a lot the energy of Archangel Michael being important this week, and also the Holy Spirit as well. So, and also if you can do sacred geometry, doing like a crystal grid is going to be good for this week as well, because it's the beginning of the Mercury retrograde. So it's kind of like trying to set an intention for this month is going to be important. So that wraps up our weekly reading. If you have any questions, let me know. I am thinking of doing a monthly favorites. If anyone is interested in me doing that, like that would be me sharing my favorite books, my favorite decks for the month, my favorite goodies. Let me know. If I don't get enough response, I won't, there's no point in me wasting my time in doing it. So I've been thinking about doing it. I just haven't done it. I just wanted to ask if anyone would be interested in that. And if you do, please, you don't have to write. You can write it down below, or you can just put the thumbs up and say, thumbs this video up, and that way I know there's an interest for that. So I'll put the links for the Etsy shop at Indie Made in case you're interested with the one-on-one with me. And I hope you guys have a beautiful week, and I'll talk to you guys next weekend. Angel blessings.